Most editors, they clutter their animations, but the secret to high-end look is just clean 3D depth and the precise glows. In this video, we are building this sleek financial UI from scratch to show you how effortless cinematic movement can be. So to get started, let's create a solid layer in a new composition. I'll just call it as BG. Keep it as black. Perfect. Just press on OK. Next, on top of this, let's add the glowing UI. For that, let's come to the top, select the rounded rectangle tool, coming over here, ensure that no layer is selected. Let's get a rectangle like this. Perfect. I'll just call this as the glowing stroke. Now selecting the layer. First of all, we'll increase the roundness. For that, you can just search for roundness over here. Okay, let's keep it around 30 or 40. I'll just keep it as 40 for now. Looks good. So the first thing that we need to do is remove the fill. So coming over here, let's keep it as none. Next, going over here, let's change the color to red. Press on OK. And let's keep the stroke as 6. Nice. Next, if you observe at the beginning, we have this glow which emerges from this point and then spreads across. Correct? So in order to create something similar, first of all, we have to select the layer. Let's go to add and we have to add the trim paths. Let's open it up. Let's increase the start so that it's somewhere over here at this point, as you can see over here. Similarly, we'll decrease the end and keep it exactly at that point. So basically at this point, we cannot see the stroke anymore. So we can add keyframes over here and going ahead to around 3 seconds. Let's first of all increase this one. Let me zoom out a bit. Okay, we'll keep it somewhere over here. Secondly, we'll also decrease the end. Let me zoom out a bit. Perfect. Let me keep it till this point. Next, let's play around with the edges of the stroke. For that, let's go back to the contents. Let's go to the stroke. Over here, you'll find something called as taper. Let's open it up. Let's taper the start length, something like this, around 2022. Same thing we'll do for the end length. Let me see. Okay, looks good. I just feel that over here, let me just press on U. We can just increase this a bit more. Maybe something like this. Looks good. So if you see the animation right now, perfect. So next, we are going to make this 3D. So just click on this icon over here. Ensure that over here in the drop down, you have chosen classic 3D and not advanced 3D. There's a core reason for that. In case you choose this one, all the effects, like for example, if we add any plugins on top of this, that won't be visible. So right now, let me just add deep glow on top of this. Okay, I think this is too bright. We'll keep it around 0.6. Okay, this is good enough. So I'll just show you the difference. If I change this to advanced 3D, see the effect simply vanishes. Okay. So now to make the motion smooth, select both the keyframes, press on F9, going to the graph editor, select these 2 pointers over here on the right and drag them all the way to the left like this. Let's see. Beautiful, right? In order to give it some 3D motion, we are going to add the camera. From over here, just press on OK. And in order to handle the camera, we'll also add the null object. I'll just make it 3D and we have to connect our camera to the null from over here in parent and link. Perfect. So now selecting this, let's go back. Let me see somewhere at this point. Let me drag it a little ahead. And somewhere at this point, we're going to add keyframes in the null. So first of all, let's press on P for position. Add a keyframe over here. Now holding shift, also press on R for rotation. Add a keyframe in the Y rotation. Now going back at this point, you don't really see anything, I know that. But let's just turn it this way. You can see the plane over here, right? Let's zoom in a bit. Let me see. Let me keep it a little up, little on the left. Okay, let me see this. No, I think it should start somewhere over here. So going back, I'll just drag it a little down over here. Let me see. Yeah, looks pretty good to me. So again, selecting both keyframes, I'll press on F9, going to the graph. I'll give it a similar curve like earlier. Okay, let me see. I think even this should be a little over here. Yeah, looks perfect. Our first motion is completed. As you can see, our line is ready. This white color that you see over here, that's added using the light stream effect. If you want to add that, let me just show you quickly how to do that. Going over here in the effects and presets, you can search for light sweep. See, double click on that. Let me keep it at the top. Over here, you can increase the width like this, and you can just play around with the position. Perfect. I hope this is clear. So next are all these UI elements. I think most of them are pretty easy. I will not waste your time in that. I will show you how to do this. And because see, most of these, right, for example, all these things are there simple text, and these are 2 icons that I have added. This box is a little interesting. I'll create it and then show you how this was created. Okay, so if you observe over here, first of all, we have this background. Let me show you layer by layer. It's a simple background with a gradient. You can see the colors from over here. This is the first color and this is the next color. Okay, it's a simple linear gradient. On top of that, we added this shape. This is created by using the paint tool. Just create a shape like this. Again, we have another shape over here, just in a lighter shade. And then everything else is pretty much the text. As you can observe over here, so it's just pretty much text. I hope this is clear. Perfect. So let me just now add all the UI elements over here, and then we'll proceed to the next step. See, once you are done, it should look something like this. Let me just quickly take you through it. The first thing that we've added is the text on the top. Let me just show you one by one very quickly. We had completed till this point, correct? So after that, I have added the text, basically date over here. Then we added the 3 icons on the right. Then we added the icon, and inside the icon, we did a track mat, and we added the image of Donald Trump. Then there's simple text, good evening Donald Trump. This icon on the right, which is the base for these 2 icons. Then finally, we have the banner, which I showed you earlier, how this was created. And we have this phone UI. It is also kind of similar to this. And finally, on the bottom, we have these 2 text, recent transactions and view mode. Cool. Let me just show you the animation. One thing that you need to ensure is that you are creating all this UI at this point, basically when the animation ends. And finally, in order to add some movement, we have animated this text. This text that you see over here, right? I'll just show you. We just add a keyframe in the position where it shifts from left to the right like this. Just observe these 2 text, okay? See, it shifts from left to the right like this. That's it. Pretty simple. But now if you see the entire scene all together, it looks quite amazing. Looks awesome, right? So now coming somewhere at this point, we'll trim all the layers on the right. Let me just collapse them. Where is the null? I'll just not touch the null. Let me just drag it up over here. Perfect. Everything else, let's trim it on the right. Perfect. Oh, I forgot to add one more thing, which is this text on the top, pay your bills. That's quite simple as well. Just go to the top. Let me just zoom out a bit. Just click over here. Pay your bills. Perfect. Select all. First of all, make this 3D. Increase the size from over here like this. Perfect. I'm going to keep it over here. Now on top of this, selecting the layer, let's go to layer styles and let's add the gradient overlay. Let's go over here. Let's edit the gradient. I'll change the color, or maybe we can just change the black color and give it the red tone that we had used earlier for the stroke. Let me just keep it opposite side like this. Perfect. And finally, on top of this, I'm also going to add the deep glow. Perfect. We will not keep it this bright. Let's reduce it around 50 and let's keep it around 0.5. Yeah, this is fine. Next, to animate this, I'll just add opacity and we'll also add some blur. Let's keep the blur to around 10. Opacity can be nil. Opening this up, add a keyframe offset, keep it -100 like this. Going ahead to 2 seconds, keep it +100. Now opening this up, let's change from square to ramp up. Let's see, pay your bills. Okay. Now let's change from characters to words. I will change this to index. Let's Let me see. If you want it to be a little smoother, selecting both keyframes, I'm just going to press on F9 for easy ease. If instead of words you want to make it smoother, you can just keep it as characters excluding spaces and just see the magic. Looks pretty smooth, right? Perfect. Let's go with this. Now going again at this point, I'll just trim this on the right. So in this way guys, our scene 1 is complete. Now for our scene 2, we need a rectangle base for the card. Let's go over here. Let's select the rounded rectangle tool. Let's create the card like this. Okay, this looks good. Let's press on Command and Home to center this. Next again, let's go to roundness. Let me increase this a bit. I think this looks good enough. I'll keep it as 50. Perfect. Next, selecting the layer. Let's go to fill. I'm going to give it this color. Press on OK. Let's keep the stroke as nil. Nice. Next, let's take a copy of this layer. Now on the bottom layer, we're going to add the glow. So again, going over here, I'll add the deep glow. This too bright. Let's keep it around 0.2. Okay. And you can reduce this to around 500. Let me see if this is good. I think we can reduce it further. But let's keep it around 300. Okay, this is good enough. Now on top of this, we have to add a texture. For that, let's go to the project. Let's drag and drop this texture over here. Now to change the color to white, let's go to effects and presets. Let's search for fill. Double click. Let's keep it as white. Perfect. Press on S. Decrease the size a bit. Okay, we can keep it something like this. Over here, just drag my disk to this layer. Again, make the layer visible. Perfect. Before you proceed, just ensure that all these layers are turned 3D. Okay. Next, we are just going to take copies of this layer and just keep it like this all over the place. You can even rotate it. Perfect. Selecting all these layers. Let's trim them on the left. Now over here on the right, as you can see, we have these two shape layers. Okay, basically two strokes which come from the left and go to the right. It's pretty easy. Let me show you how this was created. Just take the rectangle, this one, create a rectangle over here like this, keep the fill to none, and keep the stroke, which should be white, keep it around 10. We can adjust that later if we feel it's too big, but I think this is fine. Okay, so now selecting this, press on R, rotate it a bit like this. Okay, make this 3D and let's track matte it again to the shape. I'll just call this shape as the card. Okay, perfect. Let me see. Nah, right. We can adjust it a bit over here. Perfect. Again, selecting this, let's go to roundness. Let's increase it to around 40. Looks perfect. Now again, remember at the beginning we had used these trim paths. So we'll just repeat the same thing over here. Add a keyframe in the start. Let me see where we can keep it. So, okay. Let's take it back a bit over here. Let's increase this till this point. Now going ahead, let me just reduce it. Let me see. Perfect. We can drag it little ahead, somewhere over here. Selecting both keyframes, just press on F9 to easy ease. Okay, let me see. Okay, let's keep it over here. Let's see. Now just simply take a copy of this layer, press on P for position, and just drag it down, get it on the right, press on S for scale, and just scale it up a bit. Let's see. Perfect. Just push it a little ahead. Again, I'm going to trim both these layers on the left side. Now the rest of the elements are pretty simple. See, I have added 4 text layers, and on each of the layers, if I just show you, see, we have added keyframes in the Gaussian layer as well as the position. So at the beginning, we are zoomed out a bit, and also the Gaussian layer is around 100, and as we zoom in, we see the text properly. Okay, let's see this. Perfect. Now we'll add the text over here on the top and the bottom. Basically, pay in dollars. Okay. No need to do it from scratch. We already have this animation, right? Pay your bills. Just copy this. Press on Command D. Let's drag it up over here on the right. I'll just select pay in. We can decrease the size. Keep it over here like this. Just press on P. Let's drag it behind this. Okay, we can keep it somewhere over here. You can just drag the little ahead. Now again take a copy of this. Keep it over here. We'll just write dollars. We have to keep it behind the card, right? So I'll just keep the text over here. That way it goes little behind like this. Just write dollars. Perfect. Let's see. Pay in. Yeah, the dollars should come little later. Somewhere over here. Pay in dollars. Okay, all the layers are added. Now let's see how we can merge both these scenes together. That's the trickiest part. So first of all, let's select both these nulls. Let's take it at the top over here. We have to add one more null object. So let's add one from the top over here. Make that one 3D. Let's parent this one like this over here. Selecting this, press on U. Okay, so ideally the animation for the first layer ends over here. We have to create a zoom in animation. So what we'll do basically, let's come over here at the beginning, around 15 frames, basically half a second. Selecting this, press on P for position, add a keyframe over here. Now go ahead, let's say around 4 seconds ahead at this point. Let's zoom out like this. Okay, now select both the keyframes, press on F9. Now see at this point, the graph, the speed graph, right? It should be at its peak. So in the graph, let's check this point, keep it like this, keep it like this. Perfect. Let's see. Do you see how smooth it is? Perfect, right? So this text animation, I'm not really liking that text animation. I'll just change that quickly. Over here in the animator, instead of it being by characters, I'll just keep it as lines. Okay, so that I see the full word together. Yeah, same thing for this. That's great. I can drag them little earlier like this. Perfect. And finally, in order to zoom out, let's add one more null object. 3D, parent this one to this. Now here, selecting this, press on U. Somewhere at 4 seconds. Selecting this, add a keyframe in position again. From this point onwards to around 6 seconds, let's simply zoom in like this. Perfect. And selecting both the keyframes, press on F9. Going to the graph, keep it something like this. Let's see. Perfect. Let's have a quick look from the beginning. Awesome. So that's it guys for this tutorial. I know it was quite short, but this animation was quite interesting, right? If you loved the video and want to support the channel, make sure to like. I'll catch you very soon next time.